Hey moms, I've got a question for you. Have you ever been holding your phone while asking yourself where your phone is? Or have you heard somebody who's pregnant say, I'm sorry, ever since I've been pregnant, I can't focus on most things? Maybe you're actually the one experiencing this right now. Now, if you've had babies in the past, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. You might feel like your once sharp mind has been replaced with a foggy, unreliable version of yourself. The frustration can be overwhelming, especially when well meaning friends, family members, or even healthcare providers dismiss your concerns. They give you phrases like, it's just hormones, or all pregnant women go through this. But here's actually the truth that you may not want to acknowledge is that pregnancy brain is absolutely real, and you're not just imagining it up here. According to recent research, 82% of women report feeling some sort of cognitive change during their pregnancy. These are measurable, documented changes in the brain structure and function that can significantly impact daily life, work performance, and overall well being. Pregnancy brain is actually a superpower, and I'm going to explain that superpower to you right now. Research using an MRI technology has documented actual structural changes in pregnant women's brains. A groundbreaking study published in Nature Neuroscience, they actually followed women throughout their pregnancy and found significant reduction in gray matter volume that persisted for at least 2 years postpartum. These are real changes going on in your brain. Now, these changes weren't just random. They occurred specifically in brain regions associated with social cognition, suggesting that the brain is literally rewiring itself to enhance maternal bonding and caregiving abilities. This is your body doing what it's designed to do, adapt to its environment. Now, what's particularly striking is that the individual variation that I see in my practice is something that pregnant women experiencing these cognitive changes. The intensity and duration can drastically change from one woman to another, but some report minor forgetfulness, while others struggle with significant impairment that affects their work performance, their relationships, and their daily functioning. This variation suggests that underlying nervous system health and your body's resilience may play a crucial role to how well you adapt to these neurological demands of pregnancy. Now, you might be asking yourself, how can you regulate your nervous system to help these brain changes? That's exactly what we're going to be jumping into next. So let's go ahead and start with this. You have to understand what pregnancy brain is really from, and we're going to look at it from a neurological perspective. See, pregnancy brain isn't just a subjective experience. It corresponds to actual structural and functional alterations in the brain that can be observed through advanced brain imaging. And these neurological changes will actually compute real testing matter. The most commonly reported signs include memory lapses, difficulty concentrating, word finding difficulties, mental fog, challenging with multitasking, increased absent-mindedness, and a difficulty in retaining new information. These cognitive changes reflect how your nervous system's remarkable ability to adapt and reorganize itself during one of the most neurologically demanding experiences of your life. Remember, your body is growing another body inside yourself. These changes are inevitable and they're necessary. The missing link, though, that conventional medicine overlooks is your nervous system. While hormonal changes during pregnancy are inevitable and they're necessary, the complete picture requires understanding how drastic hormonal shifts affect your nervous system, and more specifically, how the autonomic nervous system is affected. There is a 30 to 70 fold surge in estrogen and progesterone. Now, they don't just influence your mood and your physical changes. They fundamentally alter how the brain processes information, how it responds to stress, and how it regulates essential functions like sleep, digestion, and even emotional balance. Now, when dysautonomia occurs, which is an imbalance in this autonomic nervous system, it occurs during pregnancy. Remember, the hormones change and it fluctuates your nervous system. Now your nervous system's out of whack. You might find yourself stuck in a sympathetic dominance, essentially living with your gas pedal pressed down while your brake pedal becomes less responsive. This imbalance doesn't just affect your body's adaptability, but also how your body communicates to your baby, which is growing inside you. There is, though, a perfect storm that makes some women experience worse pregnancy brain than others. You have to look at your health prior to conception. Many women enter pregnancy with their nervous systems already compromised. This is through modern life stressors, including work stress, previous physical trauma, poor sleep patterns, nutritional deficiencies, and exposure to environmental toxins. During pregnancy, additional stressors compound these existing challenges. There's frequent medical appointments. Pregnancy is natural and it feels like you have a 9-month disease process going to the doctor so often. You have multiple screening tests. You have a culture that fears pregnancy and this prominent complication. Everyone has their own agenda. Plus, you have to look at the physical changes like sleep disruption and an increase in metabolic demands. When these factors combine, they create a cascade event that can significantly worsen pregnancy brain signs. But this means that there's also opportunities from an interventional stance to give you the improvement that you deserve. And you can do this without having to go take more drugs. The vagus nerve is very important in this pregnancy brain as well. The vagus nerve is called the wandering nerve. It's the longest cranial nerve that connects your brain to vital organs throughout your body. And it serves as the primary pathway for the parasympathetic nervous system. Remember, the parasympathetic is the brake pedal. While pregnant, the vagus nerve adapts and it allows the regulation of inflammation and hormone production. When this nerve becomes dysfunctional due to stress or trauma from the past or the present, it contributes to the cognitive signs that we associate with this pregnancy brain. When the vagus nerve isn't functioning at its optimal rate, it affects sleep quality, digestive function, emotional regulation, and the brain's ability to process and store information effectively. The way that we support pregnant women through neurologically focused chiropractic care is really special and specific for you. It starts with first understanding how your nervous system's functioning, and we use a comprehensive analysis through the Insight scans. These are non-invasive scans that will accurately measure how your autonomic nervous system is functioning. It's going to identify areas where stress and dysfunction may be contributing to the worst pregnancy brain signs that you can imagine. Through these specialized neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments, we can help to stimulate and balance the vagus nerve function, which will allow your body to be in a rest, digest, and regulate environment. These functions are essential, not just for your cognitive clarity, but your emotional stability. When we optimize maternal nervous system function, you're not just improving your cognitive performance and your quality of life. We're also creating an optimal environment for your baby's neurological development. Remember, the stress that you feel is the stress that your baby feels, and you can work on balancing this system through neurologically focused chiropractic care. I want you to take a look at the link in our bio to learn more about pregnancy brain and the support that we can offer you.